North to south, our streets will join with the existing streets in this tract. We can connect our sewers and utilities to any of these outlets.
When do you want to break ground, Mr. Baxter?
This coming week. That'll work fast, Lawton. Most of these houses are pre-sold already. People waiting to get in.
How do you get onto this property? I don't see any easement on the map.
There isn't any. But we can get access through any of these streets.
How about these roadblocks?
The roadblocks are recorded in their restrictions, all right. But my lawyers already petitioned for a change. See?
Oh, but what if these people try to stop it?
I don't see any reason why they should object. After all, this project's for the good of the whole community. This town will have a housing shortage for at least another 5 years. This new tract should be more than welcome.
Well, you won't get a ruling from the commission for another 40 or 50 days.
I know that. Meanwhile, it's okay to knock down these roadblocks. I got permission from the two property owners at the end of this street. So Monday morning, I want you to have your crew push in here with your tractors and your bulldozers. Start cutting the street through right there so we can dump the materials on the property and get going.
Okay, Mr. Baxter. I'll have a crew start Monday.
Right.
Taking a 2-month vacation is fun, but coming
home is the best part of
it. Well, it's true, isn't it? Of course it is, Mother. It takes a vacation to make you appreciate home.
Well, you girls go in and open the windows, and Lee and I'll get the things out of the back.
Wait a minute, Dan. Watch out for Cedric.
Oh, that turtle again. All right, go put him down somewhere, and then help me with these things.
Hey, Dad. Can I take Cedric with me when I start school next week?
If it's going to be a race to get to school, I'll bet on the turtle.
Look who's talking. You're not even going back to college at all.
There are reasons, Smarty.
And one of them is a very good-looking fellow, and there he is.
Fred.
Hello, honey. Hi, Lee.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Sadler.
Hi, glad to see you, Fred. Well, just in time to help us with all this junk.
Oh, sure thing. How was the trip?
We went to...
What's going on around here? I wouldn't know. I haven't been around this part of town since you people left for your vacation.
Somebody must be building a new house.
Well, it's not possible. There isn't a vacant lot in the whole neighborhood.
Let's go in and say hello to your mother.
Sadler. I live down the street.
Mine's Joplin. Excuse me. Glad to know you.
How do you do? When the project get started?
About 6 or 7 weeks ago. Moving fast.
Too fast.
Who removed the roadblock? Builder. He spoke to me and Mr. Stone, that's the man across the street. We told him it'd be all right.
Oh, you did? That's a fine thing.
What's the harm in that?
Cheap housing project, bad enough. The trucks tearing down the street.
Well, the trucks would have to travel another 6 miles to bring their material to the track.
Who cares how far they go? It's not a public street.
It's not a very neighborly attitude, Mr. Sadler. I don't see that.
Evidently you don't, or you and Mr. Stone would have let them tear down the roadblock. In the first place, you don't have the right to give them permission.
Why not? Block's on our property line.
That doesn't change matters. This whole street is private property. Our restrictions prohibit through traffic. It's what makes the neighborhood desirable. We can't afford to break down the restrictions. You realize what that cheap housing project will do to all of us?
It's so badly needed. So many people are practically homeless.
People. What kind of people?
Takes all kinds of people to make the world, Mr. Sadler. We mustn't let prejudice influence our...
I have no prejudice, but I have rights. The right to protect my home and the money I've invested in it. I'm taking legal action to have that roadblock reinstalled immediately. Yes, sir. Immediately.
I wouldn't do that, boys.
Why?
Well, that there stuff is quicklime. If any of it was to splash on you, it'd burn just like fire. And if some of it got in your eyes, well, you'd be in a bad fix.
What? What would it do?
Well, it's apt to burn your eyes, your tongue right through.
How many houses you gonna build?
Oh, about 75. You want to buy one of them?
No. We already got one. We live right over there.
Oh, you live on the right side of the tracks.
What tracks? What does that mean?
It doesn't mean a thing, Sonny. Some people think it does, but it don't.
When will all those places be finished?
Oh, a couple of months ought to do it. Some of them are almost through now. As a matter of fact, some folks are moving in next week.
Next week?
Yep. Ain't even waiting for the plaster to dry. Soon you fellows will have enough kids to play with, so you can have a baseball team. Maybe a lot of teams.
Did you hear that, Bubby? Yeah, what do you know?
Yes. Yes, I realize that, Arthur. Of course they'll try to fight it. That's why I started legal action immediately. I'm sorry, Arthur, but I can't agree with you. That side of it isn't important.
Hey, Mom, I should sit over there. Honey, your father's on the phone.
What about our homes? But, Arthur, between this cheap housing project and them using our streets, it'll ruin the real estate value of the whole neighborhood. Yes, Art. Yes, Art, I know how you feel, but the fact remains we've got to stick together. I expect every property owner to back me up. Now, can I count on you? Good. All right, I'll be seeing you. Goodbye.
Hey, Dad, I just been over a new housing project, and there's going to be about 75 new families moving in, and lots of kids. We're going to have enough kids for a baseball team.
All right, I know all about it. Now, instead of worrying about winning a National League pennant, will you try to please keep the turtle out of the bathtub? I just can't understand these people. They don't seem to care one way or the other. And Arthur Jones asked me if I wasn't being a bit selfish and unchristian.
Well, dear, are you sure you're doing the right thing?
Of course I am. Does being Christian mean I can't protect my rights? As a lawyer and a member of the city council, I intend to fight this encroachment of our restrictions if I have to fight it alone. Therefore, Commissioner, as a member of the city council and a lawyer representing the majority of the property holders, I demand that the roadblock be reinstalled to protect us from this menace.
Menace? Mr. Sadler, aren't you being rather, un-American?
We are only demanding that you enforce our legal rights.
Mr. Commissioner, reinstating that roadblock would cause undue hardship.
What about the hardships on us? Heavy trucks tearing up our pavements, increased traffic, endangering the lives of our children. The peace and quiet of the whole district completely ruined by an influx of kids of all kinds, shapes, and descriptions. Project kids.
Mr. Sadler, the law doesn't discriminate between your children and what you so-called project kids. Personally, I'm of the opinion that under the right of eminent domain, any state court would condemn your private streets and make them public thoroughfares.
That remains to be seen. Meanwhile, it is our legal prerogative to demand that the roadblock be reinstalled at once.
What's going on here? How's a man gonna get through?
I guess you ain't gonna, Bub. You'll have to back up and go around by the river road.
Are you crazy? Why, that's at least 6 miles out of the way.
Well, don't take it out on me. I just work for the city, and this is orders.
Oh, we've been coming through here for weeks. What brought this on?
My dad brought it up. He's a lawyer, and he's on the city council.
Oh, yeah? Well, you can tell your dad he's a blasted idiot. And you can tell him for me that those people over there are not going to stand for this.
Personally, I don't think this is right. It's definitely undemocratic.
The court has declared that our action is legal.
Maybe it is legal, but is it the Christian thing to do?
I'm sorry, I can't agree with Mr. Sadler. There's a desperate need for these homes.
What worries me is the effect this thing will have on the minds of our children.
You project kids better stay on your side. We don't want you around here. I'm your father's mustache. I'll come through any time I wanna. We're just as good as you are. No, you're not. You're project kids. You get him, I'll get the other guy. Okay.
Hello, Mrs. Sadler.
Hello, Fred. Isn't Ann home?
If she is, your doorbell's out of order.
Oh.
Well, Mrs. Sadler, I've got good news. Today
Lee, what's wrong?
What happened, son?
He got quicklime in his eye.
Quicklime?
I was lucky this kid came along and washed it out of my eyes and took me to the hospital. The doctor said I would have been blind.
What doctor? What hospital?
Dr. Evans at the receiving hospital. He tried to call you up, but there was no answer.
Dear, what in the world happened?
I got in a fight with some project kids.
I told you to stay away from those people.
Harry, I think Lee's had sufficient punishment.
Yes, I guess so.
I think we better go call this Dr. Evans.
Oh, thank you, my boy. I'd like to show my appreciation. What's your name? Where do you live?
My name's Ramon Rodriguez. I live in one of those new houses. Well, bye.
All right, son?
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Well, how is he?
Oh, I think he'll be all right. At least it didn't affect his appetite. Oh, what a day. Lee almost ruined his eyes, and I find my daughter's going to be married.
You're not anxious for advancing the wedding date, are you?
Of course not.
Well, it certainly is a relief to know that Lee is going to be all right.
Indeed it is. Well, I suppose you and Ann have decided where you're going to live, or have you?
Yes, we have, Dad. Fred bought a house today. Bought a house?
Well, aren't you lucky? Where'd you locate it?
Well, Ann wanted to be near you folks, so I...
So Fred bought a house in the new project. I hope you'll try to understand, Dad. I know how you feel, but...
Well, not a very fortunate beginning to your relationship with the family, but I don't know what I can do about it.
Maybe you could do something about it, Mr. Sadler. You could change your feelings about this whole matter.
You never agreed with me about that roadblock, did you?
Frankly, no. As a matter of fact, I've always felt strongly against it. I'd go so far as to say it's not only un-American, but un-Christian.
Un-Christian?
Oh, I know you don't think so, but maybe you've forgotten the Bible lessons you used to teach us when I was a youngster. Love thy neighbor as thyself, you used to read in the Bible. Yes, you taught in such a way that the words of Jesus stuck with me. I took it seriously because I thought that you meant it. But you seem to have forgotten his teachings. Or you couldn't be a party to building barriers between peoples. Barriers in men's minds and children's minds. Barriers that cause strife between men. Class against class, nation against nation. Hatred instead of love.
Fred, please.
I'm sorry, darling.
Mom! Dad!
Harry!
Mom! Dad!
What is it, Lee?
My eyes are beginning to burn. Don't you think it's time to have some more drops?
Yes, of course, dear. Now try to open it.
You know, Mom, even if Ramon is a project kid, he's not a bad fellow. If it wasn't for him, I could have been blind. It would have been awful.
We should be very grateful that Ramon was such a good Samaritan. Yes, Dad?
And you feel that Fred was justified in saying that what I've done is un-Christian?
Dad, stop rubbing salt in an open wound.
Whose wound is it, may I ask?
Now, Harry. Fred has a right to his own opinion.
Oh, you too, huh? Well, this is going to be a happy family from now on, is it? Everything's going to be just ducky. All right, go ahead, get married. Go live in your low-down housing project. Go ahead, go ahead.
Honey.
Mr. Sadler.
Well, good evening.
How's your boy? Heard he got quicklime in his eyes. Is he all right?
Oh, he's going to be all right. That builder can thank his lucky stars his eyes aren't damaged. I'd sue him for his last dime.
Mr. Sadler, the builder isn't responsible for your son's accident.
No, who was?
Well, I'd say this barrier is.
This barrier. Now, how can an inanimate object be
What
responsible?
it represents is not inanimate, Mr. Sadler. This roadblock is just a symbol of prejudice. Prejudice which makes men hate each other. Sort of thing that taught your son to hate someone else's son. What about his accident? Yes, you could have sued the builder, but would that have compensated your son for the loss of his sight? No, Mr. Sadler.
What this barrier represents, what it creates in people's minds, can never be accounted for in any court of law. Don't you see, this isn't a matter for legal action. This is a matter of Christian principle.
You can't let people trample on you. You've got to stand up for your rights.
Sometimes our rights are not always so right. Tell me, now that this barrier is back in its legal place, has it brought you any peace or contentment or happiness?
No. No, I can't say that it has.
Good night, Mr. Sadler.
Hey, Dad, where you going?
Over to see Ann and Fred. Want to come along?
No, I'll walk over later.
Okay.